Well, Getting Things Done was just the compilation, really, of a set of best practices and methodology that I researched, uncovered, synthesized, and then implemented a lot, working with initially individual clients, business people, professionals, and then that tended to spread. And in the end of the 1990s, it was published in 2001. I took my 25 years of research and sort of pulled it all together and wrote the book. The main ideas of the Getting Things Done system are really a reminder of what it is that we all do when we get things done. And to get things done, there are two key components. You need to know what done means, and you need to know what doing looks like and where it happens. And the process is really boils down to, how do I get control if I lose it, and how do I get perspective if I lose it? If you could always stay in control and always have the appropriate perspective, there's no need for time management, personal productivity. You're there, you're on. So the Getting Things Done is a set of practices that I discovered that if you happen to be feeling out of control, or you need to get into control, there's a series of 5 stages of practices that you need to go through. And if you've lost focus, there's at least 6 horizons of focus that you need to have conversations with yourself and any other key people about, so that you sort of wire yourself up to say, okay, here's the right focus for this meeting, the right focus for my life, the right focus for my job, etc. So the combination of those two things, sort of best practices, when I'm feeling out of control, how do I get it? And if I need better perspective, how do I get it? Those two are very closely related, because if you're out of control, it's very difficult for you to be focused appropriately. And if you don't focus appropriately, at some point you keep falling out of control. So there's a great tie-in between those two things. But you've probably heard the admonition, let's get organized and get focused. If you're trying to make a documentary, at some point you go, wait a minute, I need to get organized and get focused. We all do, at any kind of project, any kind of a situation. So those are sort of 2 core admonitions that we have in terms of how do we manage ourselves. But get organized is a little too simplistic, and what Getting Things Done did, my GTD process or methodology, really got it as simple as you could get it, but no simpler, sort of like Einstein said. What is it that we need to do? Get organized is a little too simplistic. There's actually 5 stages and getting organized is only one of those stages in terms of how do I get control. My email's out of control, my head's out of control, my life's out of control, my job's out of control. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, we're always losing control because you pick up a phone, or you have a good idea that you didn't expect you'd have. You now have to sort of undo what you were doing the way you were doing it and redo. So we're constantly living in sort of this state of, I'm falling out of control, let me get back in. Now I have a new idea and I just kind of blew everything up, I need to get back in. So it's a set of practices, essentially common sense stuff, but most people haven't done them completely or in a as methodical a way as I discovered you could do them.